These turnips.
Jeremy Peaches was born to get his hands dirty.
My last name is Peaches. My grandfather, he worked on a plantation in Mississippi where they grew peaches. They lay eggs every day.
About 50 miles outside of Houston in Rocheron is the Peaches family farm.
I'm primarily the head farmer. My brother is in charge of distribution. That's most of our farmers markets. My mother and aunts, they handle most of the books and clerical aspects of it. And as well as my girlfriend, she does all the invoicing.
They are just one of a few black-owned family farms left in the Houston area. But all across the country, black farmers are disappearing. According to the USDA, there were just 32,000 black-operated farms in the United States in 2017, down 3% from just 5 years earlier. 8,000 of those farms remain in Texas, the most in the United States.
When they freeze it, when they thaw out, that's what actually kill it.
We caught up with Peaches a week after that big February winter freeze.
Try to salvage as much as we can. I took my last this past year and planted 5.5 acres, and in one day, it's all gone. This is my lovely grandmother, Miss Helen Peaches.
But the family is no stranger to weathering tough times throughout the history of their farm.
I recall that they would beat the black man, hang him, and call him the N-word, which was disgusting.
This land cultivated by 3 generations. Helen Peaches inherited the land from her mother, handed it down to her daughter, Tony Peaches, who then handed it down to her son, Jeremy, who says he faces some of the same problems his ancestors faced.
There's been times I've applied for some certain loans or even grant funding and just was denied. For frivolous reasons.
Right now, black-owned farms make up less than 2% of all farms in the United States. For decades, black farmers have faced unfair treatment and discriminatory practices, many of them robbed of their hard-earned generational wealth.
We've been slaves. We've been sharecroppers. We survived Jim Crow. And here I'm talking to you, another African-American man in the year 2021, about a group of people who've been totally excluded from a large federal arm in this country. It's a national disgrace.
John Boyd is the president of the National Black Farmers Association. He says black farmers faced all kinds of bully tactics, blocked from loans, had land taken away, and sometimes crops destroyed, not by Mother Nature, but by man.
We lost millions of acres of land at the hands of the United States Department of Agriculture. The discrimination happened at the hands of Democrats. It happened at the hands of Republicans. So you can't say it's a one issue, one party issue. It's been pervasive and it's been going on for decades because of a county committee system, a 3-member panel that's primarily made of 99% white men that kept black farmers from getting loans. And when we got in trouble, they were the first ones to get the farms out of inventory.
But help is on the way through President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan. In the package passed by Congress, farmers of color will receive $5 billion, most of it going to forgiving debt, with money left over for education, training, and grants for the next generation of farmers. Meanwhile, Boyd says he's working with New Jersey Senator Cory Booker to push the Justice for Black Farmers Act through. It would grant 20,000 experienced black farmers 160 acres of land through 2030. Now, while Peaches welcomes this new bill and the 160 acres of land, he is pushing the government to do more. He says farmers need more funding because it takes a lot to farm land like this. He's also hoping that new crop of up-and-coming black farmers will take advantage of this so they can start out on a level playing field and their farms can flourish too.
Because we wouldn't have to go through what our previous generations went through. We'll automatically have at least the land. And from there, that will be on us to what we do with that land.
Peaches and his family are excited about what's on the horizon for black farmers, saying it doesn't make everything right, but it's a step in the right direction.
You know, farming is hard work, but, you know, we're very resilient people.